Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Siham. Welcome to my kitchen, and in conjunction with Cook Halal, we'll be preparing fish biryani for you today in this holy month of Ramadan, inshallah. I'm standing in front of a gas stove. We are going to do it quickly. We all need to work very fast because we all have time constraints in this month, and to get supper on the table is always a challenge. So we're good to go, and I find my gas quick and easy because my husband is in the gas business and we are situated at Synergy Gas in Philippi. So it's free for me. And let's get started. And to make our delicious fish biryani, we'll be using rice, fish, king clip preferably. We have some garlic paste. We have a fresh clove of garlic, turmeric, coconut masala, cumin, coriander, fish masala, cardamom, stick cinnamon, and some saffron for garnish. We also use 3 tomatoes, some green pepper, 2 onions, and some crushed or chopped coriander. So to start our fish biryani, we're going to mix our spices with our fish, and we'll be frying it in our pan till they're nice and soft, and we will mix it all together at the end. So I salted my fish, and I'll throw a little garlic paste in it, and I'll take a little coconut masala, and I'll throw 2 teaspoons, and I'll take a little turmeric just to get it nice and spicy. And a very important ingredient here is our fish masala. After all, we're making fish biryani. And then we take our hands and get it all yellowed so that we can make a lovely masala fish. And we need to get the heat going, and we're going to be frying our fish. Mixed it through pretty well, and the gas will heat the oil quickly. Our fish is ready, all spiced, and we will fry it in a lovely hot oil. When we have boiled our rice, which we've done previously, it was rice boiled with a little stick cinnamon and some cardamom pips, and not forgetting your salt. And don't boil it too soft, because then the fish biryani will become very, very soggy. So we just parboil it, and it should be fine. Turn it around. Now, I'm no Jenny Morris, but I think if I could satisfy my mother-in-law, who loves my fish biryani, I'm okay. I think this one is good to come out. We try and drain as much of the oil off as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have a substitute for frying in the usual canola oil or fish oil. We still do it the way our mothers used to do. So we'll put our second batch in, and then we'll get to chopping our vegetables, which should be ready to go into the pan once the fish is finished frying. Okay, we are almost done with the second batch of fish, looking really good. Drain the oil off. And you know, lots of people say that eating fish when you fast is perhaps not such a good idea, but I found that maybe a snook is a little dry and that causes a little thirst in your day. But king clip for me works like a bomb because it's a nice juicy fish and it works very well, no thirst happening there. We are now chopping our onions, ready for that pan. I don't chop it very fine. I do a nice rough chunky chop because we don't want it to disintegrate completely into the food. So my husband likes it nice and thick, so we keep it genuinely chunky. Right we are. We'll put in the one. Let's get that heat going again. And we add it to the same oil because I keep the flavor of the masala fish that will permeate into the onion, the tomato and the pepper. You know, onions and tomatoes, it's not with any extra fish or meats. So it's just a quick simmer. I'd say about 5 minutes at the most, 5-7 minutes. And we will have a lovely sauce, but I'll still be adding some spices with that, and then we're almost done. There we go. The tomatoes are all chopped in. I need to stir. As you can see, the onions brown very quickly. Just chop a piece of green pepper. I don't use the whole pepper because it's just a small piece I need. So a half should do. There we are. And another chunky chop. And doing really well. How's my time? Is anybody timing me? So that they can see if they come home at 4:30 in the afternoon, I'm sure that this food will be ready. I think another piece will do. So now with this chopped up onions, tomatoes and peppers, we will add, I prefer to use a fresh garlic clove, just for extra taste and extra zim. I picked up this little contraption at Sedgefield Market some years ago. And I found it was quite nice because we use the little serrated edges that they've made on this lovely little plate, and we just roll the garlic over it, and it crushes it so quickly and nicely. And then we use the brush that came along in the box, and it's very quick crushed garlic. And it's nice and fresh. That's a nice fresh clove of garlic in there. We use a little bit of turmeric in this mix. Sprinkle some in there. Now, the most important spices in this sauce is the cumin. So we are lovely and generous with 2 big scoops of cumin, because cumin and fish go very well together in my book. And then we add a little fine coriander. Nice full teaspoon will do as well, and then another little fish masala just for extra zest, and this will be yummy delicious at the end. We stir it all together. They are mixing in nice and smooth, and it's looking good. I keep my heat on high. The gas works quickly to do its magic and make a nice chunky sauce that will layer with the biryani. I think a simmer on about 3 or 4 should do a trick. In an hour you'll have lovely, lovely fish biryani, all juicy and delicious. We are done with our sauce, and the fusion of the spices is permeating so well, and everybody's super hungry. So we're going to layer our fish biryani at this point. I've preheated the pan, and this is a paella pan that I'm using, with a non-stick spray so that we don't have our fish and our rice sticking to the bottom of the pot. And I'll put some rice in. As you can hear, there's a little bit of a sizzle going on. And the reason why I don't put the fish at the bottom is because I don't need it extra scorched. So we just put the rice in first. I pack my fish. That's lovely and delicious. They've all been laying in a little bit of the oil that is nicely dripped off, as you can see. And now we take our spoon with a hole in it so that we can get as much of the oil out as we can. All the lovely flavors stuck here. So we coat it. This is a bit of a difficult part for people that are a little bit worried about all this oil. So we try and get off as much as we can. So as you can see, that's sizzling at the bottom here. We've taken all that lovely sauce and packed it over the fish. I'll put this to the side here, and then we'll take the rest of the rice and chop it. Finished all our rice, let's not waste the rice. And then we'll take a little of our chopped coriander, sprinkle it over, because this will fuse with the rice and the sauce. There we go. And a little bit of saffron. This is so important in biryani. And now we'll take a piece of foil, just a lightweight piece will do, and we'll cover it, ready for steam for about an hour, after which I'll give it a slight toss because we don't want to break the fish, and then we are good to go, and dinner will be served, and we will have a lovely iftar with our family and friends, inshallah. Okay, so our fish biryani has been steaming for about an hour, and it smells absolutely delicious. As you can see, we've given it a bit of a toss, and we've woven all the fish into the rice, and it's steamed very, very well. The reason why we use the foil over the mixture is that because I don't add any extra water. The foil does a very good job of actually sealing in the juices. So as you can see, there are lots of moisture droplets all over this foil, and it does the job very, very easily of water. Okay, I'm going to be plating up now so that we can all enjoy a lovely iftar. And I think everybody's super hungry, because it's literally minutes to go. I think that's quite enough. Bring it along here. And I like to put on a little extra garnish of some fresh coriander, and I'll make it look extra scrumptious, just for taste and texture. There we go. Thank you very much. Ramadan Kareem to everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the month, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.